I could loan you. I have 2 stuffed turkeys. I could loan you for the episode.
Just put them on the couch. 2 raw turkeys.
And if
The Veteran Project. 4 vets, 5 vets. We are not responsible for any trauma, PTSD, tinnitus, or flashbacks during this podcast. Hoorah!
What's going on, everybody? This is part 2 with Johnny Spags. So, me and Spags, we were just talking, and, we were just, trying to, kind of talking about, what PTSD is. And what PTSD is what this episode is, pretty much. We're going to be all over the place.
Yeah, that's the story of my life.
Yeah, dude.
I think I just told you my house is made out of sticky notes.
Oh. Okay.
My car is made out of sticky notes. You know what's cool? I was at the Brockton Vet Center, and I was leaving, and this kid was walking by me. I went, Death Wish. He was our navigator for the whole time I was over there, so he was in the truck in front of me and everything. But anyways, I walk out. I jump in my seat, and he leans in my car, and he's talking to me, and he goes, oh, my God, I thought I was the only one who drove around and wrote shit down so I don't forget, whoa, get back on the road.
Yeah.
Or get in the middle of the road, more like it.
Yeah.
You know why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get those IEDs in Berkeley on the left and right side of the road, they may blow up on me,
It's funny. I remember I said that to my dispatcher one time, because I'll go one way to a job, then a whole other way on the way back to the job. And he's like, why don't you just come back the same way? And I'm like, could be IEDs.
Yeah. man, let's see. In my next life, I'm stealing that and using that against my boss. All right.
Hey, I mean, plus I like the scenic route,
Yeah.
Hurry up, get to the fucking job, scenic route back.
So, you know how our jobs are protected under law when we leave. Well, you were active.
Yeah.
At the time, I was guard and then got activated to Army. Mm-hmm. But, I was a truck driver, lo and behold, over there and here. And so I take off and I give my orders and everything to my employer. I won't mention the company's name, but it's a big company, big tractor trailer company. And when I gave him the orders, the first thing he said to me was, you fucking Army reservists are ruining my business. And I turned around and said, well, goodbye. I'll see you next year. Mm-hmm. And he goes, it isn't like I'm holding your position open. He goes, I'm retaining your spot in the company, but you're losing your route now. Yeah. I'm like, what a dick. Anyways, so I go over there, and we all get a 2-week leave sometimes. So I take it. I planned it out to take it at the end of October, because we were going home in December. I figured that would work out good. So I go back to my job to say hi to everyone. And the dispatcher, because you mentioned dispatcher, brought back memories. And he calls me in, and he was, he's funny, man. He's got one leg shorter than the other, because he got hit Quezon in Vietnam. Okay. And it took 12 hours to get him medevaced. So they had to cut a bunch of shit off his leg and glue it together and all that good shit. But anyways, let me think. What was I saying? So I go and say hi to him. Now, you figure after 8 months of, driving all over Iraq, hits here, hits there, whatever, going through the shit we all go through, go home on leave. I'm so happy. And that dispatcher calls me over and whispers, he goes, the first day you come back is going to be your last day here. You have no future here. Keep that in your mind. So he was warning me, So, but I got even with my boss.
Yeah.
I got wounded. So can I show everyone my leg?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got one of those invisible wounds where everything was broken, and we used duct tape for a few months to keep my leg in place and everything, and continue missions because you only need one.
Are you taking your leg off?
Yeah, I want you to feel the weight on.
Yeah, I
this.
want to see this thing.
Yeah. All right. Whoa. So.
Shit.
So I got even. This is my prosthetic. It's a vacuum. There we go. It's a vacuum. It's a suction thing. Feel the weight when I give it to you. Yeah. You got to take naps in the afternoon when you take that fucker off, man. Hey, Jay, come around here and feel this thing.
Come on out.
Yeah, come on out here, Jay. So anyways, I got a Fort Drum for 13 more months, and he had to keep me on the payroll. Fucking loved it. Feel the weight of that bad boy.
Oh, damn.
Dude, that's 20 grand in your hand. That's what they told me. And that's only my first one. They make them.
Fiber?
Yeah, everything.
What else is made out of it?
Oh, we got a.
Titanium?
Let's drink a beer out of it.
Oh, too sober.
Oh boy. Next traumatic event, I'll start drinking again. We'll fill it up. All
You
right.
know what?
Yeah, I'm
Johnny
gonna just
Spags,
put this aside for now.
in another 15, 20 years, when we're much older,
Yeah.
and, if we decide to drink again,
Yeah.
we're chugging a beer out of it.
We're chugging a beer out of that.
So,
Yeah, so I got even with my boss.
Yeah.
I left that behind, so to speak, right? And he had to keep me on the payroll for another 13 months while I was learning how to walk again and do surgeries and all that shit, And then I came back in, and when I was done, I said, "Here, I got a written goodbye note to you." Boom.
what, did it say fuck you?
I wish I didn't have. I didn't have the balls to do that. You know what it was at that point, like I am now. It's like I just don't give a crap anymore. I don't want to keep swearing. You'll beat me the hell out of here. But
Beep, 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 beep.
yeah, I
beep,
know.
beep.
Yeah, I got a show like that I listen to. But it's I'm so mellow now. It's like
There's no point to be pissed off.
There isn't. Me, you, Jay, just us three in this one room. The stories that we all individually went through. Yeah, you people, I bet if they walked in here, they could feel the PTSD just screaming off our bodies,
Oh, yeah.
man. You
Yeah.
know?
And that's the thing that's like, honestly, I hate PTSD is what brings all of us together on the outside of the military. Because this is my first time, we've talked a lot. This is my first time sitting down with you.
Right, yeah, really. This
and
is
like really getting to know who you are. And, but it's just, I don't know, we feed off each other and, we're not smoking or drinking, chilling out, but like this is us talking,
Right, yep.
And we don't need that extra edge to help us to talk.
Well, you know what it was Jay behind the man behind the curtain, And yeah, I hear you over there, man.
What you guys doing?
So Jay and a really, really close friend to a club member, Brian, and the guy right here on my Brian. Okay, so those two got into cahoots. You could say no as much as you want, Jay, but you're full of shit if you say no. Okay, beep. So I'm doing all this therapy, going once every week for 10 years at the Brockton Vet Center, once every Wednesday at the Brockton VA. It kept me alive, kept me moving, kept my marriage good, all that good stuff. But Brian, Mr. Deadman, he's like going, win therapy, Spagna, win therapy at every group meeting. And I'm like, I don't know. He goes, come on, man. You get out there, you by yourself, man, smoke a fucking bone, and all this shit, And I'm like, So he sends me to see Jay down at Betancourt's Motorcycles. Shout out to them. Well, I just gave him $500. I gotta, hey guys. So anyways, these two were in cahoots. I went down there to buy a dirt bike. Yeah. That's all, They put me on, comparison to all our bikes now, it was big to me, a Suzuki 650, which I upgraded to, I don't know if you remember that real tall bike I had there, the
Sahara?
African Twin.
Yeah, the African thing.
Yeah, and then into the Gold Wing, but it's like, oh my God, man, I'm actually out doing things.
Yeah.
And My whole point is when we do like Thursday night meeting, okay, I'm always asked, so what do you guys talk about? You go, oh, nothing. We do a meeting thing, and you guys talk. This is people I know at home. Do you talk about war and everything? No, that's what's great about this is when you walk in there and say we have a full house, 20, 25 guys, because half of them don't show up or whatever, and I know what I went through, which means they're all combat vets, so they have been through similar shit.
Yeah.
And it's just a good feeling that I don't have to explain myself to anyone.
No.
At all. At all.
No.
You know what? Isn't it great?
Everyone has a story, man.
Right, yeah. You know?
And, you know, like, as I say, every episode, that's the point of this podcast. For you to tell your story. And, I mean, I'm never going to force anybody to tell their story. You know?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
It's their personal life. You know, it's their personal story. There's no point in trying to just peel it out of you, you know, like the military does to us.
No,
But I mean, honestly, like our group, you know, it's. I want to say it's a tight knit group,
I think so.
but it is a group that's there for each other. Guarantee you, if you were to call, you know, a random member, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, can I talk to you?
No problem.
There you go. There's your conversation.
Hey, check it out. I joined the party, guys.
Whoa!
Hey, there he
the
is.
fuck is that
That's
guy?
what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, I remember Spags coming to betting courts, and yeah, he was looking for a dirt bike. He was like, you know, I just want like a 400, and I was like, well, let me tell you, if you're gonna ride with us, you got to be on 500 cc's or more. And I was like, you know, I think, yeah, we put you on that. What was that bike? Suzuki DL650.
Yeah, it was. It was a good looking bike.
Yeah, it was a great bike. Great starter
that
bike,
way.
you know, and then moved up to
Yeah.
the Africa Twin. The Africa Twin was great.
Oh, I like that.
DCT, fully
yeah.
automatic. A little different.
Yeah, I'd say, you know, it's on and off, but mostly, you know, I used it on. Mm-hmm. You might want to use it mostly for off, that bike. Because you tear it apart, man, on the road.
Oh, yeah.
But he did it.
But now the Goldwing,
Yeah.
what do you think of that thing?
Oh, my God. Well, if, you know, the tow truck driver didn't dump it off the friggin' tow truck. I go...
Oh, man.
Oh, listen, stay on there. You're going to love this one, Jay, okay? This does not happen in life. So I told Jay earlier when I got here, while he was setting up, that or maybe it was you. See, I don't know. I forget things, but I don't have sticky notes with me. But, you know, I was fighting Kia Motors because they owed me some money, all right? And they owed me about $480. So that's what I thought. And for 4 years, they just were, they must have just thrown my faxes away. They wouldn't answer the phone, or they answer and put me on hold and all this. So I did the governor shit online, and I finally get the check in the mail, all right? The check was for this is no lie, guys, okay? $489.12. That's what they owed me. And I go, that's right. So then I get a flat tire on the Goldwing. Yeah. And you know, it's rear tire. You got to buy a new one. I can't fix it. I'm not mechanically inclined like you guys. I really isn't. God invented mechanics for people like me. So they fix it after they pick it up off the ground from the tow truck driver, and it's all scratched up. Now they fix the flat tire, and I go in. No lie, the bill was $489.12. That doesn't fucking happen, people. I'm like, Julie, look at this, and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe it, dude. It was incredible. I've never had anything like. I mean,
But they're taking good care of you over there at Betting Courts,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I know. They called me right up. I went over there. I said, "Is the tire on the bike?" And they go, "Yeah." Is the bike drivable? And they go, "Yeah." I said, "I'm coming to get it. You can fix it when the parts come in." Slow boat from China, so I know it ain't going to be the next year. But anyways, all right. That's my personal life.
So the now, how long ago did you join the Combat Vets? I don't know exactly.
It's been 3 years.
Nice.
3 years last November.
Okay.
Yeah, Jay. I met Jay downstairs.
Okay, so you're coming up on 4 years.
Jay, is it going to be 4 years?
Do I gotta pull up your profile?
Yeah.
Oh, Bram, my 201. We keep getting, yeah. You know what I love about the CVMA? And for all you veterans that are watching this, you'll agree with me, and maybe you'll even do something like I did. I cannot go somewhere that isn't structured. Like I did college. Mm-hmm. Structured atmosphere. CVMA. Very military structured, but you're allowed to tell the commander to F off. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Like you want to tell your CO, Not mentioning any names, Captain Becker, but I can't stand you. So I once was
Goddamn officers. Man.
Yeah, I once was a corporal in the Marine Corps until I met my buddy Becker. But anyways, my wife can't get enough of the CVMA.
Yeah.
You guys don't see her. That's the way she wants it. She goes, this is you.
Yep.
This is your thing. She goes, you light up that one Thursday every meeting.
Yeah.
I look at it, I go, except for those 2 meetings 2 years ago, which really sucked, I couldn't stand everyone. And she goes, that's because your head's all screwed up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, all right, you know me, But
So with that being said, with the CVMA, what have you gotten back out of it?
I get out, I go out, social.
Yeah.
I didn't do that before. Brian and I'm going to throw Jay in. They started me on the track to the great outdoors, I call it.
Yeah.
Instead of me standing with my arms over my red picket fence on guard.
Yeah.
And then Brian got me to go to concerts again.
Yeah.
And the seating arrangement, Brian knew. He just fucking knew me. And I don't know why he liked me, but he just knew. And he goes, look, Spag, he put the layout. He goes, these are our seats. Now look behind the seats on the chart.
Yeah.
There's an exit sign. You're all set. Right?
Yeah.
Works. And then you guys, now I go anywhere. I got people coming up to me asking me about my motorcycle because it's like that one there, the new style and everything. Half the Harley riders, not personal. Half the Harley Indian riders, they give me the little, let's see, we're the little 2-finger down wave as I go by.
Oh,
you. Yeah. Or when I do it, boop, like that.
Yeah.
You got those serious guys that go, that's a Honda. I ain't waving to him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. I'm like, Julie's like, how was your ride? I had 3 jerks not wave back to me.
Oh, dude, when I get those people that don't wave back, they're getting that right after.
Right there, right there.
Oh yeah.
But that's
Instant.
But that's what I get, my buddy here. That's what I get from the CVMA. I know a lot of people get other. A lot of people I can see wanted a position in the service they were in, but couldn't get that position, and they can get that position in the CVMA. Do you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
That leadership role.
yeah, like okay, options.
Yeah.
He really wanted that sergeant of arms,
Yes,
and I love him. I love Chris. I do. I really do. And he got it. Now I don't know his. I know he was at the beginning of the war down in Kuwait, but just from him and you don't even have a name to your position, do you? You're a floater.
I'm the quartermaster.
He's the cool guy.
And
It's like the supply sergeant.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
sell
okay.
shit, promote it, make the chapter money on the side without having to get anybody else really involved.
So if people need stuff, they come to you. Like Jay said, you're like the supply
So
sergeant.
I will say,
Yeah.
Johnny Cash does a whole lot.
A lot.
That does go unrecognized, and I do see his frustration at times, but trust and believe that
I like getting the job
it doesn't
done.
go unnoticed.
Yeah, getting the job done. That's the number one thing. And it's like when I got into this organization, I wanted to be able to make a difference with veterans because I saw my own struggle when I got out of the Marine Corps, and that's what really wanted me to give back to tell, these newer vets, newer guys in the organization that, hey, it's okay to leave all that behind. And you're with us now.
And you know what? I noticed it, and I probably told my wife about it, like Wild Eagle. Love Wild Eagle, if you're watching this. Love you, your wife, awesome. But I believe the first time he went to a meeting, just like the first time I went to a meeting, well, I was lucky because I could hide behind Ziggy. But the first time I went to a meeting, everyone's first time, they're always at that table all by themselves.
Yeah.
By the second meeting, they've moved into another table with other people.
Yep.
And by the third meeting, you know who's cool, who's not, who's this, who's that.
Yeah.
Well, you're all cool to me. I got you 6 all the way, anytime. Okay. Well, there's a few I'll tell you afterwards that I don't have the 6. All right. Not a problem. Yeah. You should have put a sign up, no Navy personnel. That would have been awesome.
We're Department of the Navy.
Yeah, right.
Just saying. Well, actually, you know what? Speaking of this, I'm actually going to do a little quick promotion. Eric may get a little pissed off at this, but for those who like beer, December 14th, it's the Army-Navy game. All right? We are having a beer release party at 10th District Brewing in Abington. Is it that 10th District? That's some shit like that.
It is.
There's no flyer out yet, but this is coming up. And so the guy's making like 500 beers or something like that. Fuck off, Jay. I see what you're doing. So, so the brewery's going to be opening.
There you go.
Brewery's going to be opening up at...
Don't look at the screen.
2:30, 3 o'clock for the general public to come in. And we're going to just have a party, talk shit, go Navy, beat Army. And, dude, what's great right now?
What's great?
Dude, unfortunately, the Navy just lost their first game of the season yesterday to Notre Dame. But up until yesterday, the Army and the Navy have been undefeated, and this is the first time in like 70-something years.
Wow.
So
What,
That's
they
gonna
get
be
rid
a
of
good game.
the weight regulations and
no, they're passing the fucking football. They're not running it anymore. So.
that works.
So it's gonna be a great game.
I always thought it was very unfair that these college students don't have to abide by regulations.
Yeah, dude,
but
that's the only.
if you're Army or Navy, you have to still make weight and tape. So how do you do that as a lineman?
Dude, you just get big. That's it.
No, you just lose.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what they did for years.
Because I mean, yesterday they actually played a team that was, they played Notre Dame. They're like, well, they were number 15. Now they're going to be going lower in the AP polls. But you got Joe Schmo 6'5", friggin' 205 pounds, friggin' going up against Joe Schmo, friggin' 6'8", friggin' 380 pounds. So they got annihilated yesterday. The Navy did, and but still they got a winning record. And December 14th is going to be a good time. So like I said, come to the brewery. We're gonna have a beer release. I'll have a flyer up for the next episode, and we'll go from there. So,
Or you can come to my house. I'll be baking cookies.
Baking cookies?
I bake cookies. I do.
Very good.
I do. It's therapy. It's called eat the dough therapy.
Oh, Jesus. So there's no cookies being made.
I have definitely enjoyed Spagna's cookies. Every year he brings me a batch of cookies, and
do.
I appreciate you for that, brother.
Yeah, you may, now that we're talking, instead of just going, hey. I love that. You're my brother, but I look at you and I go, hey.
Make the cut.
You made the cut, boy.
I'm making the cut for some Johnny Spags cooks.
Oh, my God. He gets the cookies.
No, and unfortunately, it's like it's like that for a lot of the guys in the CVMA, because like when you get around each other, it is overwhelming for a lot of us, 'cause, like you want to have a conversation with a guy, and then you get a guy coming up to you saying, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Yeah.
Hold on one second. I gotta go.
Oh my God! You see that right after every meeting, everyone's fingers are like.
Yep. 1 second. I gotta go talk to someone.
And I'm like, exit seat to left.
Yep. Bring it. You're the pro of Irish goodbyes. It's like, where the fuck did Spags go? It's like I was supposed to talk to him. I told him 1 second.
Yeah. I see that one finger and I'm like, out the door.
So
Good times.
with the riding the bike.
Yeah.
What's some of the best rides you've done on it?
With CVMA?
Or on your own?
Went down to, I couldn't make it this year. I was, I think it was Crayola's Memorial Run.
Yeah, Crayola's ride.
Yeah, and I was riding down there with True, Pez, and I met up with Jay's brother down there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay. I don't,
Oh God, you're not.
yeah, it's a Louis story.
All right, we'll save that for after.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, I'm good. All right, but anyways, never, all I got to say is never try to impress 200 bikers that don't ride a Honda Goldwing. I felt so bad. But anyways, I liked that ride, and I got to know people. I got to know a lot of people, and it was great. And there was no judgment anywhere, you know. And like I was gonna do. I did a run out of the Legion in the town of Berkeley last year too. And I was by myself. It was last minute, right down the road for me. On last line, and then these 12 motorcycles pull up behind me, and I could hear them going, "Oh, we got to ride with these people," because everyone had different types of bikes and everything. So just being on a bike is enough for me, really. Like yesterday was great. I took a couple rides morning, afternoon. I don't mind riding by myself. I don't.
I got to get you maybe next year. Try and get you up to the the Kank trip that we do.
You know what? I thought about that, but isn't that just one big 2 days of party?
Yeah, for those guys. I mean,
it is a great time.
It's a great time. You get to talk with guys that you normally don't talk with. And
it might be in the stars.
So I mean, I had a good time. I mean, when people were getting a little too drunk, I just left early.
Yeah.
Always give yourself an out.
Hey, how about this? If I go next year, you're going.
Ooh.
Let's go. Well,
you
won't be the only Goldwing up
the
there.
Experience of it. And
that's funny.
At that time, it's definitely it's a great way for you to experience the brotherhood.
You guys, you guys always get so excited, I guess.
Because
when you talk
just
about
like
it.
it's almost like I wouldn't say it's like the final ride of the year, but like it kind of is, and it's just you got a beautiful ride up. You get lunch with the guys on the way up, and the people will have several drinks that night, and then the next day you go on a beautiful
Oh, is
ride.
that when you do the Kangamangas?
Yeah, we'll do the Kangamangas the next day. Sometimes we'll
I would love to do that.
We will try and do the Kangamangas before getting to the hotel. Because, what we used to do back in the day, we used to have a fast pack and a slow pack.
Okay.
Guys that could just leisurely go about
Yeah.
And then you had us that really wanted to fucking grind
Do
floorboards.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty decent. I mean, I have my I have my wife on the back of the bike when we were going through some turns, and
She was.
Some turns, would you lose her halfway?
Well, there was times going into a turn where I was like, okay, this is a little too much lean for her.
Right.
So, because I could just feel her knees just squeezing into my side. But that's the thing, you get your spouse up there and.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I thought it was just guys.
No,
serious.
Yeah, you can get your wife's up.
Well,
wife.
See, I would go with the slow pack only because right now, making those left turns, I'm still gun shy because of my leg.
Oh yeah.
But I have noticed my right hand turns are pretty cool now.
Yeah.
I got more confidence now on my right instead of my left. But no, you know what? I'll think about that. And because I'd love to get my wife going up there. I hope to have a new motorcycle by then.
It's just a nice little getaway.
Yeah.
I know, like next year, I'm gonna try and get up there like Thursday night. And try and do some setup on, Friday morning before everybody gets there, and
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because we'll barbecue, cook for everybody, and then you just hang out at the fire when you get back from the ride. Take a nap if you really want to take a nap, and you can kind of just do your own thing up there. It's nice.
You know what? The outpour I got after my operation in May was incredible, man. It was almost like. You guys want to come over and give me a sponge bath. I'm like, I got to keep these friggin' people away from me, man.
God, these dudes are weird.
God. I think they want my medication.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to get ready to go soon. But I want to say a few things.
Okay, let's hear it.
If you're a veteran out there and you need... How do I put this? Get a service dog. That's the best. Get your best buddy. Go out, get your best buddy. All right, because there's a lot going on, and I'll just say it as it is. I got 7 friends that I've lost to 22, if you know what I mean, and it's to the point where I don't even want to go to the funerals anymore, or anything like that. And the one that got to me the most was I was at Camp Spiker, and there was a striker unit up there, right? And those guys are badass.
Yeah.
I was fueling my head one time by myself, and a striker pulled up, and they got out. And I think I was more scared of them than Al Qaeda. No, they're badasses. So anyways, I met up with this one sergeant, and I went to high school with his father. And I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
All right. And this is like, I forget when it was, when Facebook was really first coming out. So I get back down south to some camp, and I found a friend who can do computers a lot better than me. Mm-hmm. And he got me on Facebook, and I got in touch with my buddy down there and told him, hey, just talk to your son and all this shit. And he's heading off to Afghanistan and everything. And then as soon as he came home, he took his life. And you just don't know. I mean, this guy was squared away. Yeah. I was like, this guy is definitely a sergeant. Yeah. I am so E1 and I'm an E5. He's just squared away. You just don't know.
Yeah.
So, 22 is taking a toll on all of us out here, so we need to stop it. But go to the VA, do therapy, get a dog. Get a dog, a physical dog. All right, but use the dog for PTSD. This way, the VA will pick up on taking care of the dog for you. You might say.
Yeah.
But it's just sad.
Before I left the other day, dinner with my platoon sergeant, he come here.
Yeah. Who's your best buddy? Who's your best buddy?
Hey.
Yeah.
So my platoon sergeant flat out said to all of us, he's like, I'm gonna get emotional here saying this.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't say I'll see you guys soon. He's like, because I don't know.
You don't.
And And I'm like, it's okay, man. But we're going to do the best we can to communicate, talk with you.
All right, I'm
Are
gonna.
you right?
All right, I'm
So-
gonna tell you something real quick. No one really knows about it. And I wanted to say something about it, but I don't. I didn't want people to think I was weak. And it was 2016. Yeah, I had planned to take my life.
Yeah.
I went out my house about 4:30 in the morning. I'm in my driveway, and this calm came over me. It was a calm I never felt before. Hey, how you doing? And I'm looking at my house and my dog. No, my dog was in the house. You're such a good boy. But I planned it out. I figured I'd just go to the woods next to me and just cut my arms and go to sleep and everything. And I don't know, man. I'd never felt such a calm before. Like it was wow, this is the right thing to do. And then I don't know what it was. Got no idea. Had my K-bar, but I just put my K-bar down and I walked in the house and like nothing ever happened. And it was weird.
Yeah.
And I use that now to fall back on. And I go, all right, if I had, what would the last 8 years would have never happened? What I accomplished in those 8 years. I accomplished getting out, joining the club, CVMA. I accomplished motorcycles, riding a motorcycle with a group of people that are great. My family is doing great. I did what I was supposed to do. 4 kids, all high school, all college. I got 3 working in the prison system. How's that? My 3 daughters work in the prison system. The one down in Bridgewater, they're all therapists, and they're all murderers in there. And all my girls are in there, but the best part is half the COs I deployed with are in there too.
Yeah.
So they got it, got it covered. But anyways, thank you for having me.
Bro.
I think this is quite easy. I actually forgot all this shit was around me while talking to you.
Well,
and you, Jay. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you
Yeah,
for coming
dude,
in today.
I am
And yeah,
very grateful you came in.
I almost put that finger up to Jay. Like, wait a minute. Jeff's talking. See the finger? There it is. Oh, maybe you see this one. No.
But seriously, thank you for coming in. I'm glad I was able to convince you with our 8 o'clock start to come in.
I was like, oh, I can't do it. I got this.
It's like coffee in the morning.
I got to go get my mother's husband up in Easton, and I go. So I wasn't feeling too good last night, and I was like, no lie, I swear. I picked up my phone and I said, you know what? I'm going to send Jay a message, and I'm going to lie to him and say I'm sick and I can't make it because I started getting that feeling of being away from my perimeter.
Yeah.
And not so much at Jay's house. I love, I feel free in here, but just thinking about going there, so I had that feeling.
Yeah.
We all have that feeling.
Yep.
And then as I picked the phone up to do that, you texted me. As soon as I put it in my hand, I go,
Good job, Cash.
And I looked at Julie and I went, looks like I'm going now, man.
No, it's a good thing, dude.
All right, thank you.
Just I love you. Jay loves you. The dog loves you.
Right back at you guys.
Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you all for tuning in this week. This was a great one. I'm so thankful
thank you
for you, man.
I'm gonna put you guys want to watch me put my leg on? No, it's just a fucking leg.
But tune in next week. We got a new guest. I won't say his name
I want to
yet.
say goodbye to everyone. Can you see my leg? Bye. That's what I do. People come in my house, I go like that. Hello. Woof, woof. Oh God, I love combat.
So, well, that's it, everybody, and take care. Happy Halloween, and talk to y'all soon.
Later.
Well, Johnny Cash, another episode in the books. That's it for today, but the journey doesn't end here. Every veteran has a story, and every story deserves to be heard. If you're a veteran with a message, a challenge, or a triumph to share, we want you to join us.
Your experience matters to us, and together we can inspire others and remind the world what resilience truly looks like. Until next time, stay strong, stay connected, and remember, you're never alone in this fight. We'll see you on the next episode.
Cool.
The Veteran Project. 4 vets, 5 vets. We are not responsible for any trauma, PTSD, tinnitus, or flashbacks during this